Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Glow Up Guide. So today's episode is a continuation of last week's episode, and it was originally supposed to be like just one part, but as I was writing, I kept coming up with more things that I felt the need to add, hence creating a part 2. However, in today's episode, I'll be talking about tips to deal with acne, harmful ingredients to avoid in skincare, and some general tips for keeping and maintaining good skin. So, the other day, let's see when. Like Friday or Saturday. I woke up in the morning and my throat just hurt pretty dang bad, and my nose was like all stuffed up and I couldn't breathe, and my voice just sounded so bad. And it still kind of does. My nose is still kind of stuffy, but I mean, I'm just dealing with it. So I apologize if my voice is kind of like scratchy or like frog sounding. I don't really know, but if it's like that, sorry. But we're gonna move on with it. So before moving on, some podcast updates. Instagram account is still suspended. That's nothing new. I'm yet to get that fixed. So that's actually really grand. Anything else? Nope. Okay, what else? So life updates. Summer is quickly approaching, and I'm super duper excited. For summer, but like I have to get my stupid SOLs over with. Like, oh well, my mom is freaking out about my stupid SOLs, and I'm like, it's literally not that deep. Like, okay, it's not that deep, and it's not gonna take that long to study for. Okay, like, it's not super bad, but she's my mom, and she freaks out over everything school related. So, oh well. And something else really exciting is that I am not going to be going on vacation anywhere over the summer. That's not the exciting part, but it's part of it. So I have been like looking into signing up for a bunch of different things to do over the summer. So there's this like leadership retreat that our school counselor emailed us, like sent an email to the whole school about. I applied for that. I'm gonna know by tomorrow or the day after whether I got that or not. It's in July. It's a 3-day leadership retreat at a historical site. So I'm excited. And at my local library, I applied to volunteer for the second half of summer, so like July 14th till August 10th. I applied for like weekly volunteering, so that's also exciting. Because like volunteering can count towards high school service hours, and like I also generally wanted to like volunteer somewhere over the summer. Because like I love helping others, so I just wanted to do that. And plus, it's volunteering and like donating your time is also really fun. And I can't really do any of this type of stuff next summer because I'm going to be taking a math class over the summer, so I can take higher level math classes in high school. Because I got placed in grad level math, and that isn't exactly the best spot to be, considering my situation. Like I want a business degree, so yeah, not exactly in the best situation for that, but oh well, we're gonna get on with it. So I can't really do much fun stuff next summer because this math class is gonna be consuming all my time. It is a year of math class condensed into 9 weeks, so that's kind of stressful, but yeah. And the other really exciting thing is that like Loudoun County, like local, like not local, but like there's this summer camp thing, and it's like a weekly rates and stuff. So only the first 2 weeks and the last week, the 7th week, are the ones that are available. But I tried signing up online for like because I found this morning, and me and my mom were talking about it, and later in the day I'm like, I want to do it, and my mom's like, yeah, I think it's actually gonna be like fun, and I'm like, okay, because I can't really do like summer camp next year. I don't have the time for that, and then year after I'm gonna be in high school, and I don't really think there are many camps that are actually open to like 14 or 15-year-olds and above, so that's gonna be also a struggle. But I signed up online, and then it said the deadline for online registration was April 15th, and I was crushed because I really wanted to do this. And then it's only like not even like 2 weeks; it's 8 days total because it's only the weekdays for the first week, and then the 4th and the 5th like Independence Day weekend. So there's no camp then. But like, yeah. But then we called, and it was like online registration closes on the 15th, so we have hope. My dad's going tomorrow morning to the actual office. I can't go with him because I have school, but he's gonna go there and like talk to them and see if he can sign me up. So I'm really like fingers crossed. But if I don't get it, oh well. Like I'm just gonna have to find other things to keep me occupied, and I probably will because like I'm gonna like once my SOLs are over, a lot of my energy is going to be focused on to like catching up with the podcast because I'm running out of scripts. I might not be able to publish for a week because I have no scripts. But yeah, like next week I might not make an episode and I probably won't. Or I can make an episode next week and not on the 19th. So you're probably not going to get an episode on the 19th from me, but you're probably going to get one on the 12th. Oh, wait, that should have been a podcast update. Oopsies. Anyway, so and I'm having like my fingers crossed for the summer camp thing. But if it doesn't, oh well, that just sucks, but like it's fine. So yeah. That's like something I'm really excited about. Okay, what else is happening? Oh, Saturday. So I did the fun run on Saturday. The flyer I was given in the mail said the kids' fun run was 800 meters, and then the website said 1600 meters, which is a mile. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna trust the website, and I thought it was a mile. So we get to the run, and it's only 800 meters. That's what the sign says. It's like the 800 meter kids run, and I'm like, you're joking, right? And my friend's like, no, it's gonna be a mile, trust me. And I'm like, okay. So we're running it, and there's literally just like this short, and we're running for like a minute, and then there's like turn around, okay. And I'm like, okay, Jesus, like why so soon? What is happening? So yeah, that's great. The thing was actually only 800 meters, and me and my friend were just like, you're joking, right? It was so short. I finished it in like 3 minutes. I'm not even kidding. Because I just like stopped reading in the middle pretty much. So my friend just like took off after me, and I'm like, okay, yay. But that was fun. And ignore the dryer sounds coming in the background. I mean, this is literally a weekly thing. I'm not even gonna mention the dryer sounds anymore at this point. So yeah. But that was really short. And then my friend left, and then my dad, and my brother, we just like went around and looked at the tents and like about different charities, and there were like free things they were giving out, and like free food and candy and stuff. So we took those, and then there were other things. It was actually pretty fun, and if it wasn't raining, it would have been so much better. It was like raining, and then as soon as the run ended, I'm not even kidding, 2 minutes after the run ended, it stopped raining, and I'm like, you're freaking kidding me, right? And that just happened. I'm like, I'm so pissed off right now. But oh well. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So yay. And me and my friend are gonna train for like the 5K next year. I want to do 5K next year. I'm gonna train for it. So yeah. That's something also exciting. What else is happening? And then my soccer game got rescheduled yesterday because the fields were soaking wet. And as an additional bonus, it's supposed to rain for 6 days out of 7 days this week. It didn't really rain much today. It's gonna rain tomorrow. It's gonna rain Tuesday. It's not gonna rain Wednesday. It's gonna be super hot, so that's a plus. And it's gonna rain Thursday. It's gonna rain Friday. And my soccer practice on Monday. Well, tomorrow is probably gonna get canceled. But yeah, life is just depressing sometimes. So oh well. So yeah, that's just fun. What else is happening? Let's see here. Okay, yeah, I think that's actually all that's like happening with my life. Okay, so before moving along, let's do one thing we're grateful for and one thing we're happy about, plus our book recommendation of the week. So one thing I'm grateful for, let's see, probably like my beanbag, because I'm pretty sure I spent like half of yesterday on my beanbag just chilling there. So yeah, I'm just happy I have my beanbag. I don't really know what else to say, but yeah. And then one thing I'm happy about, probably the fact that me and my friend, the one that moved away a while ago, like it's not even a while ago at this point, it's like 2 months ago. I don't know whether that's a long time or a little time, but like 2-3 months ago-ish. And I called her today, and that was just nice because like I'm so used to hanging out with her. I hung out with her like 4 times a week, every week. Um, so yeah, and plus I saw her at school, and then it's just like kind of a big change, you know. So now I'm like holed up in my house, and I have so much free time, and I'm spending most of that studying, and everything just kind of sucks. But I just can't wait for May to be over. Honestly, like I hate May. Um, and it's like the start of summer, and like classes are winding down. Well, classes are winding down, but like tests and all that, no way. It's like ramping up. So yeah, that's fun. And then there's like SOLs, and then like I don't have much free time, and it's just like I just don't want to do it. Like I don't want to do it. Okay, it sucks. It just sucks. So that's fun. But yeah. And then our book of the week is Confess by Colleen Hoover. So there's a girl, Auburn, and she's pretty much losing everything important to her. Well, has lost. And she's trying to rebuild her shattered life. And she has like rock solid goals in sight, and their plans kind of leave no room for mistakes. But when she walks into a Dallas art studio in search of a job, she doesn't expect to find a deep attraction to the artist who works there, Owen Gentry. So, for once, Auburn takes a chance and puts her heart in control, but only to discover that Owen is keeping a major secret from coming out. The strength and the horridness of his past is threatening to destroy everything Auburn loves most, and the only way to get her life back on track is to cut Owen out of it. But keeping Owen in her life means that she loses everything else that she's working for, and the plans get destroyed. To save their relationship, all Owen needs to do is confess. But in this case, the confession could be so much more destructive than the actual sin committed. So, yeah, it's like it's a romance novel, and it's like really sad, but it's also like it's a really good book. I think y'all should read it, but I say it like every week. But y'all should like actually make a list. Like what I feel like you all should do is like take a sticky note or something and like make a list of all my books, and then like get them from a public library and start reading them because they're all really good. And I'm gonna say that like every week. And my new favorite book literally changes every week. Right now, it's probably like "And Then She Was Gone" by someone. But I talked about that a couple weeks ago, so don't really know. Okay, so moving along. So starting with acne tips. So if any of you guys know me at all, like I've been struggling with acne for the past 2 years or so. When I started to cut back on sugar, that reduced most of the acne, but I'm 13. Acne is literally inevitable. So I wanted to share some acne tips for those who also have similar struggles with acne and tips to like reduce it. So number one, this is probably one of the most major things. Avoid inflammation-causing foods. This is probably the number one cause of acne. So your external self is a reflection of your internal self. Dark circles under your eyes might mean a lack of sleep or potential sleep disorder. Dry skin everywhere means dehydration. Acne is a way of showing you physically that your internal self isn't functioning properly. The main cause of this being inflammation, and inflammation is usually caused by food. The most common types of inflammation causing foods typically include heavily processed sugars and like too much dairy, excess amounts of carbs, red meat, and salt, and as trans fats as well. These types of foods are generally extremely high in calories, so they should already be consumed in like decent moderation. And these types of foods alter the bacteria in the gut temporarily, and that inflammation can mess with our immune system, which means if these foods are consumed too much for too long can lead to chronic inflammation, which is no no no. So in teens and generally young people, hormones are abnormally present. There's enzymes or something like that in our gut, kind of like a barrier that regulates these hormones through the bloodstream. And all the inflammation goes back to our gut. So when your internal self is inflamed, the barrier kind of just like goes down, which means that more of these hormones can get into your bloodstream, which causes a lot more acne. So I'm very sensitive to this, like especially with sugar. So I'm extremely cautious of like my sugar in general, like processed foods intake. And acne is a common response to inflammation. So try carefully watching your intake of these foods. This is probably going to reduce like 94% of your acne. Like I'm not even kidding. Number 2, face masks. So face masks can really help because they're like a quadrillion different face masks at the absolute least to help you with every skin type and every skin concern. In my opinion, store-bought face masks have a lot of chemicals I can't pronounce and don't really work that well. The only face mask I actually loved and really shows results is the Freeman Basics hyaluronic acid, I can't pronounce that word, gel cream face mask. Only $1.50 at Five Below, and if I preserve it correctly, because my face is like so damn tiny, I can get like 2 or 3 applications out of it. So it's great for a hydration boost in your skin without making it oily. Great for oily skin or dry skin, or all skin types really. But my all-time favorite like holy grail face mask, specifically for acne, and it's like holy grail for everything. Honestly, it's 1 tablespoon of yogurt and 1 teaspoon of honey. That's all. You may need to like increase the measurements a bit more, but that's fine. I don't even measure it, but like the video never gave me any measurements, so, like I estimated, and I guess it worked. So yeah, for my school dance at the end of February, like 3 days before the dance, I got a major breakout out of absolutely freaking nowhere. So I did this mask 2 days before the dance and the day of the dance, and my acne almost completely faded, like completely. Like it's impressive. This mask is literally the holy grail of all skincare, in my opinion, and it really works. The yogurt has lactic acid, which is a very gentle chemical exfoliant to help remove dead skin cells and make your skin look a lot brighter. The yogurt also helps to hydrate your skin and make it look smooth and radiant. The yogurt also helps even out skin tone and helps to mainly clear acne. The honey is an antioxidant, meaning it helps kill bacteria that could otherwise lead to breakouts. Honey also helps with skin tone for the same reasons. Honey also brightens skin because it contains the utmost tiniest amount of hydrogen peroxide. Best face mask ever. Like, it works amazing. Number 3. Avoid touching your face as much as possible. The average human being touches a lot of things in one day. And when you touch your face without washing your hands, all that bacteria and God knows what else gets spread onto your face, clogging up your pores and causing breakouts. So hands off. And also, for those with short nails, about 70 colonies of bacteria live under your nails. Only under your nails. And for those with long nails, about 270 colonies of bacteria live under your nails. Yikes. It can be hard to keep your hands off your face, like all the dang time. But here are my tips. Number 1, have something in your hands when you have absolutely nothing to do with them. For example, if you're just sitting there in class listening to your teacher go, like, yammer on and on about useless stuff, have one of those, like, fidget toy thingies in your hands to keep them away from your face. Something like that. Number 2, sticky note reminders. If you really need that much of a push, you can write it on a very bright highlighter, like a clashing color sticky note, and put these sticky notes wherever you need them, like on a notebook, your desk, computer, etc. Number 3, wear gloves. If touching your face is that much of a subconscious thing for you, wearing gloves will make you more consciously aware of each time you touch your face because you'll actually feel it. So it'll be easier to stop. Number 4, you can just like make a habit of twirling your hair because, for example, for some reason, like whenever I start touching my face, like I realize that, and then I immediately go to like twirling this random French strand of hair I have. So like, I mean, if that helps you, then I guess it works. So yeah. So that was all I had to say on acne tips. I hope it helps you. Now, let's talk about harmful ingredients found way too commonly in modern skincare. Number 1, one of the most common ones ever is probably sulfates. Sulfates are very harsh cleansing and lathering agents that can severely dry out your skin. People think that cleansers that lather up a lot are better than ones that don't, so companies use this myth to their advantage. Sulfates cause the cleanser to lather up a lot. Sulfates are found in almost every cleanser, body wash, and shampoo that exists for this exact reason. The 2 that are pretty much the only ones you'll ever find are sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS, and sodium laureth sulfate, SLES. And what's even worse is that they are that they are always found in the first 3 ingredients of the product's whole ingredient list. And the first 3 make up 90% or so of the product. So most of the product is actually carcinogenic, as sulfates are highly carcinogenic. Our skin is an organ, and practically our second mouth. So our skin easily absorbs all the carcinogenic shit and all that goes straight into your bloodstream, creating a perfect home for cancer cells in the long run. And the sulfates can combine with any other random stuff in the product and become even worse. Like, these are chemicals that scientists don't even know about yet. Sorry. So avoid sulfates at all costs. Number 2, parabens. Parabens are a group of chemicals that work as preservatives in skincare for the alleged safety of the product and the consumer. In my opinion, skincare products often don't contain anything that actually needs to be preserved. So, what's the point of parabens? They're already full of chemical shit anyway. But they still exist and are also highly carcinogenic. It's definitely far easier to find paraben-free products than it is to find sulfate-free ones. The most common parabens are methylparaben, ethylparaben, propylparaben, and butylparaben. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Butylparaben. Blah, blah. Just be very cautious. Number 3, fragrance. Fragrance is a complex thing when it comes to personal care. Fragrance is actually more commonly known as parfum in personal care products. And fragrance is also defining 3,000 or more than 3,000 different chemicals, most of them being highly toxic. In Europe, over 4,000 different toxic chemicals, are mainly the ones that are so commonly found in Western skincare, are banned. But in the USA, only 13 of these chemicals are banned. 13 in the USA compared to 4,000 in Europe. Hello? And at this rate, these 13 are probably, the ones that would kill you, at this rate. Anywho, fragrance is probably the second most deadly on this list after sulfates. In addition, a lot of these highly toxic chemicals in the fragrance category can combine with other ingredients in the product to create a possibly deadly unknown substance. So enough research hasn't been done yet on what happens when these chemicals mix, so be really careful. The main purpose of fragrance is to obviously make products smell nice or tolerable, but sometimes products contain fragrance because there are unknown, toxic, or maybe deadly chemicals in the product. Companies know about the ever-growing research on harmful chemicals, and sometimes they won't even list certain ingredients on their labels. Fragrance needs to be avoided like the plague. Literally. For all you know, it might even give you the plague. I don't know. Number 4, phthalates. Phthalates are a group of chemicals called plasticizers. These plasticizers are often used to prevent any sort of brittleness and are also used to deactivate any endocrine disruptors that could have been created by other chemicals in the product combining. Regardless of that, phthalates are still highly carcinogenic. Doesn't really make sense to me as to why you'd use a carcinogenic to fight off other toxins, but I guess that's how it is. Phthalates are still highly carcinogenic. Doesn't really make sense at all. Phthalates are typically found in lotions, soaps, shampoos, and more. Medical and science professionals, such as since only recently, have been trying to get phthalates banned due to the harm they could have on children's brains. Some of the most common ones are DEHP, DBP, DINP, DIDP, and BBP. Lots of letters, but listen to it again if you need to. Phthalates are actually also found in plastics, building materials, cleaning products, insecticides, pharmaceuticals, food packaging, home decor, and children's toys. And that is in basic plastic. I'm not even kidding. Freaking plastic. And you don't even know if it's non-toxic plastic is what you're putting on your face. Phthalates are just about never listed on the label, and they fall into one of the 4,000 chemicals we call fragrance or parfum. Phthalates can even interfere with fertility. Basically, avoid it at all costs. I think I got my point across. Number 5, polyethylene glycol, or PEGs as more commonly known. PEGs are a class of chemicals used mostly in skin creams, but are often found in many other personal care products. It is found to be linked to cancers of all types, thyroid issues, and even liver damage. PEGs are also commonly used to enhance the absorption of ingredients into the skin, including the carcinogenic ones. PEGs are extremely likely to create new chemicals when combined with certain other ingredients. No one knows which ones, no one knows what chemicals are created when they do combine. PEGs were even allegedly used as nerve gas during World War I. And I think all of this should be enough to convince you to stay away from PEGs. Number 6. Here are some more common yet deadly preservatives. Number 1. Okay, I'm going to try my best to pronounce this. Methylchloroisophiazolinone. Okay. methylchloroisothiazolinone. Does that make sense? Better known as MCI. Okay, we're going to refer to it as MCI. Much shorter. So it's a preservative, but there isn't much research on it. It's a carcinogenic substance. It's mainly found in water-based products and is even used in the making of paper coatings. Yuck. Number 2, formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is a preservative that prevents harmful bacteria from forming in the product, which makes absolutely no sense as you're just using a carcinogenic to fight off other harmful stuff in the product. Formaldehyde is just found in just about every type of skincare product. Number 2, triclosan. Triclosan isn't really a preservative, but rather an antibacterial agent. It was banned from soaps in 2016, but is still allowed in things like cosmetics. It is a carcinogen and a potential endocrine disruptor. Ew. So that was a really long section on ingredients that are potentially deadly and concerningly common in modern skincare. I hope that helps. Now, let's talk about some skincare tips to maintain good skin. Number 1, to prevent breakouts, especially for acne-prone skin, you want to wash your face twice a day. You need to get rid of all the dirt that builds on your face throughout the day and night. When you wash your face in the morning, you're getting rid of all the dirt that accumulated from your face, constantly rubbing up against your pillow throughout the night. When you wash your face at night, you get rid of all the dirt and oil that collected on your face throughout the day. Especially if you go to school. Like, school is an actual thing, I swear to God. Also, never go to bed without removing your makeup. Like, I will personally walk over and murder you, or, well, maybe not murder you, give you a stern lecture if you go to bed with your makeup on. I don't know how I'll find out, but I'll just, hunt you down. I don't know. Number 2, face masks. So face masks are like the holy grail of skincare if you can find one that really works for you. I talked about this earlier in this episode, but I'll mention it again. There are face masks to treat every damn skin problem to exist. My absolute fave is the Freeman mask that I mentioned, or the yogurt and honey one. Find one that works for you. Number 3, sunscreen. You need to use sunscreen every single freaking day, and this is coming from someone who never uses sunscreen. And I don't care what season it is, sun rays are extremely harmful to your skin. You need to make sure that you get a sunscreen that protects against UVA and UVB rays. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless. UVA rays are the ones that penetrate deep into the skin and cause aging, wrinkles, and loss of skin elasticity. UVB rays don't penetrate very deep. They typically only affect the top layer of skin and cause sunburns. It's also important to remember that SPF typically refers to the protection the product provides against UVB rays. So I have 2 sunscreen recommendations for you guys. The first one is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer sunscreen, and I think it's really good, but it has fragrance in it. I did not know that until the end of summer, and I'm like, I've been going to the pool every other day and putting this on. Okay, send help. But anyway, yeah. I mean, if it doesn't really bother you, then I guess it's a good sunscreen. I don't know, but I would recommend against it. And the other one, oh my god, my literal favorite sunscreen ever, the Sunbum SPF 30 sunscreen. It's like a cream sunscreen, and it lasts a really long time. The 1 ounce bottle I had literally lasted me the whole summer. I'm talking about this, I used it pretty much every day, y'all, and I reapplied it every couple hours. And you only need a little bit because it's a thick cream. It's a thick cream sunscreen, but it smells amazing too. I love the coconut smell, and it's just amazing. I love it, and I'm buying it again this summer. So, oh crap, I really need to buy it. I need to buy sunscreen, and I'm also thinking to get a sunscreen stick for my face that I can easily reapply. So yeah, that's another thing. Number 4, exfoliation. Exfoliation is important because it helps get rid of all the dead skin cells on your face, and that prevents breakouts. Don't exfoliate too much, though. It really depends on your skin type. For normal skin, you can balanced skin. You can exfoliate 2 to 3 times per week. For dry skin, probably only once a week is good. Plus a good moisturizer, and stay away from really harsh exfoliants. For oily skin, 3 to 4 times per week if your skin can handle it. For sensitive skin, be really careful. Start with once a week or every other week to see how your skin reacts. I definitely recommend a physical exfoliant as it's much more gentle than chemical exfoliants, but if you do use chemical exfoliants, low concentrations only, and avoid walnut shell powder at all costs. Number 5, jade roller or gua sha. Using a jade roller or a gua sha can really help improve circulation, which helps your skin depuff, and also helps all your other products absorb way better. It also honestly just feels really nice. So you can actually put your J roller or gua sha in the fridge, and when you're not using it, that way you get maximum depuffing benefits. Benefits. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Number 6, silk or satin pillowcases. I actually have a satin pillowcase, and it's done wonders for my skin and hair. My hair doesn't get super tangled and disastrous in the morning, and my skin isn't screaming for moisturizer as soon as I wake up. Satin and silk are natural and very soft, hence reducing skin irritation and improving water retention. Number 7, try not to wash your face with hot water. Hot water and excessive heat in general strips the natural oils from your skin. Try using lukewarm or even cold water to wash your face. Cold water actually helps your skin retain moisture better as well. 8, get enough sleep. Your skin and every other part of your body needs sleep to function. Sleep is how our body heals, and beauty sleep ain't no joke, people. Minimum 8 hours, please. Sleep releases HGH, which is human growth hormone, and that renews and repairs cells and tissues to help restore your skin. So that was all the tips I had for you guys on maintaining good skin, get and maintain good skin. Another kind of obvious one is drinking enough water. I hope those help. Now, to end our podcast episode today, I have a quote for you guys from an unknown author. The quote goes, "Do not hesitate to invest in your skin. It is going to talk to you for a very long time." Bye, guys. Rate, review, follow, and share this podcast. Drink some water, and I love you all.